Education is very, very important, and its importance can never be overemphasized. I just saw a video of a school in Kogi State, mud house. The bases are already cracked, and in no time it will collapse. You know, we have reduced education to nothing in Nigeria. It's so reduced that even when you graduate, you have no jobs, and that's why so many persons are venturing into things that are not lawful. Let me say it like that. Now, the problem of education in Nigeria is too much. Of recent, you had the news of a school that increased school fees to 500,000 and students were protesting. These people who are in charge of increasing these fees, do you people have brain? Do you have brain? The highest is that their parents are civil servants. So how can they afford to pay 500,000 for a year as school fees? And then they will also achieve their life goals and feed these children and clothe them. Do you people have brains? Now, I used to be a processing guy. I used to do internet stuff. So back some years ago in River State University, I pay fees. That was part of the things I did before I graduated, and I did for a while before I ventured into real estate, and then so many other things. I know how much River State University school fees used to be as at 2014 before the APC regime. I know how much it used to be. In fact, I know how much I paid as school fees in my year one. It was not up to 30,000. The portal is still there, we can check. But a week ago, I helped somebody pay fees. He contacted me, I helped him pay fees, and I was seeing outrageous things. Things like medical students paying for bench fee for 100,000. And this guy told me that he stands in class, but he pays for bench fee 100,000. What for? Why should students pay for things that they don't enjoy? Like, how do you go to a restaurant and pay for food and you don't even eat at all? That's what I'm trying to say. That's the point I'm trying to make. In River State University, they added a new fees. It's called medical exam fee, 10,000. What is medical exam fee? You just put something so that students will pay money, so that you just take the money and do what you want. What these fees they are paying? What is it for? What will they enjoy for paying these fees? This country is our own. If we fix it, it's for all of us. See, if the elites continue to push those that are below, thinking that they can do nothing, one day something will happen, and this place will be uncomfortable for all of you. Education is very important, be it primary, be it secondary, be it tertiary, whatever it is, whatever level it is. Have we even talked about what lecturers do to students? Making things difficult. Okay, because a student did like this, you want to punish him for the rest of his life. These things are not needed. I'm not saying there are no good ones. I was in school and there were some persons I enjoyed. In fact, the way they taught you, the way they showed concern. Let me say this. My project supervisor, it's been a while, I can't remember his name, but he told me, he said, see, boy, we were about 2 3 4 5. He said, see, my students don't print their project by themselves. You see that printer there? I put it in order and my students come to my office with their system or with their flash drive to print their project. It didn't happen in my time. He didn't do it for me. But knowing the reality of what he was doing aforehand, I think it's something. I'm not saying lecturers should print projects for their students. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that there is some level of kindness you should show as a lecturer to your students. I know there are good ones, and I won't stop singing your praise. One day, now I didn't know my project supervisor knows me very well. I didn't know. I thought because we were many, he would not know me. Maybe he would only know me when I go to his office. I was on the walkway one day, and he was coming back, trying to head to his office. He was holding a banana, and he crossed me. I just greeted. He crossed me, moved some steps, and he turned back and said, "Did you not see me? Can't you help me pick this thing to my office?" In my mind, I didn't know he really knew who I was. That was how good he is. I've been trying to remember his name. That was how good he is. So I think we should put our education system in order. This is not me bashing anybody or calling out anybody. No. We have to put our education system in order. Do you know what a university means? A university is a prototype of how the rest of the country is supposed to be. If there are developments, it should start from the university, it should be tested there. When it is approved, when it is deemed fit, it can now be moved to the society. Do we have such things happening nowadays? No, we don't. Governor Amuneke, the content guy, who is doing extremely well, is of recent on the verge of, looking at schools, posting them online and talking about what they look like, looking at communities. He posted a community that didn't have any running water. What they, use as water is rain water that have just, circulated in a place. That's what they use as bathing water and stuff like that. And he has posted so many schools. So this awareness are needed. You cannot be in an executive, judicial arm, or whichever arm of government, and you're enjoying billions and changing your cars while the people you represent have nothing to write home about. That's the worst thing that can happen to us as a nation. Again, I learned the chief of defense staff or whatever, the man, minister of defense, something like that, went with Tinubu to the UK. Donald Trump made the post, you have no business going to the UK in the first place when your country is in an emergency. But then it is what it is. But I know that we are heading towards a point where drastic change will happen, and it's coming soon.